Awesome, awesome. So welcome to tonight's training, guys. Hope we're all good. Congratulations on an awesome month in February. I know for a lot of people in the team that were a record-breaking month, not just in our boomerang, but in your career if you've been in network marketing before, which is awesome. So yeah, massive congratulations to everyone on a fantastic month. And this month, we're just going to excel again. You know, quite a few people on this call went to Accelerate last weekend in Houston, had an absolutely freaking awesome time. And what we're going to do is we're going to use that energy to transition this to the UK market and boom it forward. I know we have got people over in the US today. We've got Australia and we've got a few other countries as well. The first couple of slides is going to be a bit more UK specific, and just with a few updates from the UK. Then we're going to dive into training. It is literally a generic training for everyone globally. So what we're going to be talking about today is how can we all boom in March? How can we continue to grow? Because, you know, some people think, yeah, but sometimes you can stay stagnant. Sometimes you can have steady growth. Look, you're either growing or you're dying, especially in this industry. There's no middle ground. You've got to grow. If you're not growing, you're losing, right? So let's help everyone continue to grow. First things first, what I just want to talk about really quickly is the upcoming new event. So just two announcements first, then we're straight into the training. The upcoming event in the UK, right? So we did a relaunch of the early bird last week. Obviously a lot of energy coming back from Accelerate. So we did an early bird relaunch of the ticket sales for the UK event that's coming up on the 17th and the 18th of February. Boom Your Business. We've got the Friday night training, which is for senior directors and above. That's 5,000 QV this month, and you're in. You're at that leadership training. That's going to be really, really advanced as hell leadership training. So yeah, so that's senior director and above. And then we've got open for all business training on the Saturday the 18th. That's going to be in Sheffield in South Yorkshire. So for those of you guys that are brand new to the team, the early bird tickets ends tonight. We did a relaunch, so it ends tonight at midnight, right? So if you guys go onto Eventbrite, just go onto Eventbrite and type in Boom Your Business, or you can literally find the link that I posted last night. And basically them ticket sales permanently, we're not going to do a relaunch early bird, they permanently end tonight. So remember, the ticket itself for the actual event is £25, but now at this moment in time, it's £15. The ticket for the actual training on the Friday night, the leadership training, the advance is £25 also. Today it's £15. You can get the combined package today only for £25. So instead of paying £50 altogether, so £25 for the Friday night leadership training and £25 for the Saturday training, today you can get £25 so you can go buy one, get one free. So do that. Even if you're not senior director yet, do that, because it's going to make you get there. You don't want to waste it. But obviously, I know a lot of you guys got the early bird offer of 5 tickets. So five tickets of the early bird, 5 tickets of the leadership training on the Friday night for both. And that'll 5 for £100. So instead of it working out at £25 per ticket, it worked out at £20 per person for both the Friday and Saturday. So my advice, guys, is if you're brand new to the team and you want to bring a group of people to this event with you, get the pack of 5 tonight. Why? Because what you're doing is you're saving 4 of your future team members, you're saving them money. What you're doing is you're actually getting a bulk and then you're selling it to your team. So then your ticket's only 20 itself and there's 4 other people at 20. If you've already bought a pack of 5 and you've got rid of them, or you've almost got rid of them, I highly recommend buying another pack. Why? Because it's going to make you get more people to that event. You don't want to buy this big pack of tickets and then waste it all and then your tickets cost loads of money, right? Then it is overpriced, right? Literally, get these early bird tickets, get these packs of 5, and then you're literally getting your future team members in for cheaper, which is awesome. So that ends tonight, guys. So straight from this call, even right now, go on and get that before it ends. And then what we want to do is celebrate all of you guys that have booked on to the Go Diamond Leadership Experience in Cancun. If I have missed your name out, it is because you're not in the group chat that we've got for Cancun. So if you have already booked on, comment in and your name in there, comment in the chat box, then we can add you to the group. And I apologize for not recognizing you guys. But so far, the people have made the commitment and paid the deposit to book it onto the Go Diamond Leadership Experience in Cancun in June. We've got Rob Walmsley, Steph Lawrence, Caitlin, Amy, Curtis, Emma, Laura Granger. I've put an E instead of an A, Laura. I do apologise for that. Gemma Ivory, Dale and Anna, Jen Murray, Beverly Price, Nicola Cotterell, Sue Whitling, Debbie Cave, Kate and Simon, Andy, Osria, Lucy, Ada, and Lena. So all of you guys, massive congratulations. You're all in the group chat. So yeah, you guys have made a massive commitment, because in June, for those of you guys that are brand new and you've not know what's going on in June, basically we've got a Go Diamond leadership experience in Cancun. So you can literally pay to go get trained by the best of the best of the best in the entire network marketing profession on the beach. Yeah, that is pretty sick, right? The best of the best of the best is going to be training you from 8 a.m. till 2 p.m. And then the rest of the day, you just chill. If you go, you're going to get a £750 resort credit as well for massages and stuff. So ladies, you'll love that. Awesome. So yeah, that's for you guys that have booked onto Cancun. Massive congrats. Now we're going to get into the training. So volume mapping. What I want to do, guys, is I want to live do this with you all. And so this might take a little bit longer than normal on this particular part, because I want to live do it with you all, right? And what we want to do is we want to map the volume out. Now, some of you guys that are leaders that have been with us from the start, you guys will know how to do this, but this is really important for duplication. How we help all our new people in predicting the business for this month. Because Holton Buggs, the highest paid man in the industry of all time, the CEO of this company, he always says your business should be predictable, right? You can't just come in and think, you know what, I might run to Sophia this month. Let's just see what happens. Because if you have that mentality, you're never going to get there. Seriously. Or it's going to take you a lot longer than what you want. Your business should be predictable. You want to know, right, if I speak to this many people, this is what it's going to give me. If I enroll this many people, this is what it's going to give me. Right, this is my goal. What do I need to do to get to that goal? Right? So targets in this industry is all, there's no targets, but there's actually no targets, but I like to put targets on it. You don't physically have to put targets. I know some people have been in network marketing before, they might be like, oh, I don't want to do targets and stuff. However, targets keep you accountable. Targets are good for growth. So I always say, look, I have a target, a goal this month. What's your goal? Where do you want to get to? Right. Then we're going to backtrack it. What do we need to do daily in order to get you to that goal? So first of all, where does the volume come from? So we're going to map your volume this month. We're going to see exactly where the volume is going to come from, what that volume is going to give you. So basically, the volume comes from sign-ups and upgrades. You can see that at the left-hand side. Standby, no volume. So if any of you guys are on standby right now, I highly recommend upgrading. One, because you're then going to commit to a business. And two, your own volume will contribute towards that as well. Any people in your team that are on standby, their volume won't class until they upgrade, right? So sign-ups / upgrades is where the volume is going to come from. So coach class is 250 qualifying volume. Business class is 500 qualifying volume. First class is 1,000 qualifying volume. And then every active person within your business that you personally enrolled and them down, every active person, it'll give you 100 points qualifying volume when they pay their subscription. So some of you might have seen some volume increase this morning. You know, there might not have been a sign up this morning in your business. That'll be because you've had 1 or 2 people, etc., pay the subscription. That contributes towards their rank and your rank as well. So that's where the volume comes from. Right, sign-ups, upgrades, and subscriptions, right? I won't focus on subscriptions. I wouldn't set a goal and include the subscription volume. The subscription volume is always a bonus. Don't rely on the subscription volume. Always set your goal as if it's on new business. And then if you just fall short a little bit, your subscriptions might actually take you over. Or your subscriptions actually might take you to a higher rank than what you even think, right? So always set your goal on new volume coming in. Now, what does this give you? If you do this volume, sign-ups, all that stuff, coach class, business class, first class, etc., what does this give you in terms of the rank? So you can see the builder ranks, right? This is for the builders coming in. Director, 2,500 qualifying volume. Senior director, 5,000 qualifying volume. Executive director, 10,000 qualifying volume. These are the builder ranks. This is your building. This is you starting to get momentum. This is you enrolling a few people. And then you get to the leadership ranks. The leadership ranks is Sophia, 15,000 qualifying volume. Ruby, 40,000 qualifying volume. Emerald, 80,000 qualifying volume. And Diamond Plus is 200,000 in qualifying volume. Now, these ranks that you can see, this is on a monthly basis, right? This is on a monthly basis. So this is not combined from the day that you started. This is on a monthly basis, right? So for those of you guys that hit director last month, the volume's refreshed, you've got to go do that again, right? But if you hit director last month, your minimum goal is senior director this month. You always want to keep increasing every single month. That's the goal, right? So these are the ranks that you can see. Now, what we want to do is we want to break it down, and this is why we're going to do it live, okay? So this screenshot I've taken, this is from the Flight School Planner. So if you guys have not got the Flight School Planner, you can go onto iboomhub.com. You can go onto download, the training material downloads, and you can actually buy this, the iBoomerang Flight School Planner. And basically, what this is going to do is this is going to help you map the volume out. If you've not got a flight plan calendar just yet, what you can see on screen right now is what I'd love you to do, guys. Copy this that you can see on screen right now. And remember, we're doing this live as a team. Me and Jody did this as soon as we woke up yesterday morning, new month, a lot of the leaders on this call will have already mapped the volume out for this month because it is 2 days in already. But for those of you guys that are new that didn't know this, we're going to do it with you guys now. So here's what you're going to do. You want to get a piece of paper, right? And what you're going to do is you want to fold that piece of paper in half, or you can do it across 2 sheets. Now, here's what you're going to do. You've got your left side of your piece of paper. That's your left team. You've got the right side of your piece of paper. That's your right team. This is all on who you've personally brought in. Now, here's what you're going to do. You want to put the strongest leader on the left to the left-hand side. So you can see this on the left-hand side of the screen now. Write the name of the leader of each leg within each circle, starting with the largest and ending with the smallest. So basically, the strongest leader that you've got on your left team, put them on the left at the top in the little triangle. And then the second strongest leader on the left, the third strongest leader on the left, etc. Then what you want to do is on the right-hand side, you can see it's structured the same. Do this with the right-hand side. So the main leader that you've personally enrolled on your right, you put them to the top left there. The second strongest leader, you put them there. The third strongest leader, you put them there. Now, here's what we're going to do. I'm going to go through this a little bit slowly now so we can help map it out. Now, remember, if you guys are brand new and you've not got a team yet, it doesn't matter. This is still good for you to see because by the end of this month, when you're setting your goals for April, this will apply to you. So it's really good to know now. Okay? Then here's what we're going to do. So you've got your strongest leader on your left leg here that you can see. What you're going to do is you're going to write the volume that they did last month. Now, remember, this is just for you guys. I wouldn't start sharing with your team. I'd never personally do that because you don't want to be like, oh, well, that person's a stronger leader than you or whatever. Never show your team. This is personally just for you to look at, to map your business out. You're going to show your team how to do the same. But I would never like share with your team who's stronger than who, etc. Right? So basically put the top left. And what you want to do above the triangle, put the volume that they did last month. And then what you want to do is you want to put the volume that you think they can do this month. Now, here's what you want to do. You want to be conservative, right? If someone tells you they're going to do Sapphire volume, but they did a 2,000 points last month, that's not to say they can't do Sapphire this month because they absolutely can. They could do Diamond this month, right? But if someone's telling you they're going to do Sapphire, but you've not seen that much productivity from them, they're setting their goal at Sapphire, but on this volume mapping, you want to deal in worst case, you want to drop it right down. Maybe put the goal at half of what they're going to say, 7,500. Someone tells you you're going to do Ruby, put the calculated volume at 20,000 for this month. If someone tells you, right, their goal as executive director, put their goal on your personal mapping at 5,000 senior director. If they're telling you, right, my goal this month is senior director, I'm going to do 5,000 points, you put there on this mapping here, put their volume at 2,500. Always, whatever someone tells you they're going to do, always deal in worst case and predict half of that, right? That's not to put anyone down, that you're not going to tell someone that, hey, you're going for Sapphire this month, but I'm actually going to predict your volume is going to be less. Never do that, because here's what normally happens. Some people will actually get the rank and some people exceed it, but vast majority of people won't get near the rank because they won't put the effort in to get there. That's not to say that people aren't good enough or whatever. It just means that, you know, Always deal in worst case, right? Then here's what you want to do. For those of you guys that have got a bit of a team developing, right? So you can see, we're going to do it at the top left here, right? The top left person. You want to start putting their key leaders within their team in this line underneath, right? And we're going to predict what they're going to do. So for example, you might have enrolled someone called Joe, right? Joe might have enrolled someone called Tom. Tom might have enrolled someone called Jeffrey, hypothetically, right? You're going to start looking in this organization and thinking, right, who's the key person in this leg? Not just the person I've enrolled, but who's the key person in their line? Who's the key person in their line? I'm going to do a live example right now. If I were to say, right, I personally enrolled Andy Clark, I'm going to be like, right, who's in his leg? Debbie Cave, Rob Walmsley, Curtis, Serge, Stephen, Sue, you know what, Locate and Simon, loads of people in that leg. What I'm going to do is I'm going to look at the top 5 producers in that leg, right? If I were to look at Oren's leg, about Oren and Ali, right? So we've got Lucy, we've got Steph, we've got all these other people. I'm not going to start naming loads and loads and loads of names. If I miss your name, I don't want you to think I'm, you know, favoritism or anything. It's nothing to do with that. I just want to try and give you a bit more of a understanding. But you're going to look down the leg and you're going to predict the volume of each person. Then what you're going to do is you're going to calculate that. So if you do this on the left now and you do this on the right, you can kind of map out what your business is going to look like this month, right? And what you do is you're going to calculate everything. And what you're going to do is you're going to put the total calculation at the top of each leg. Now, remember, some of you guys might not have, you know, a lot of people on either side at the minute. That's all right. But just understand this is something for you guys to look at in the future, right? And obviously, when you've got people coming in, it's good to sit down with them and map out the business. Your business should be predictable, right? So what we're going to do is we're going to calculate this leg, this leg, this leg. We're going to calculate all your legs. And just say your goals Sapphire this month, but you've been conservative. You've been conservative. Your goal might be Sapphire this month, but you might predict that 7,000 is going to come from your existing team. This is just being conservative, right? Your goal personally is Sapphire this month, hypothetically. But what you've done is you've calculated by looking at your existing team and your existing business. You've calculated that your goal's 15,000 for this month, but your existing team are going to bring you to 7,000, hypothetically. You then know, right, I need to go wider and bring in a lot more people. That's what you need to know, right? Think, right. And it might get to a point where you predict, you know, you're going in for Sapphire and you've predicted it. So you still be bringing people in, but it might be like, right, I've predicted this existing team could actually get me to Sapphire. I'm still going to bring a few people in on worst case. However, this team I've got now is going to take me to Sapphire. Right. I'm going to dive further into my team and see who else I can help further and bring them even further up. Right. So you're mapping it out. You're seeing what type of strategy you need to go for this month. Now, guys, I can't see the chat box at this moment in time. So if there's any questions, I will come there at the end. But what I'm going to do is I'm just going to stop the screen share for a minute. I'm just going to look in the chat box just to make sure that everyone's getting hang of this. This is good, bro. Love it. Is it recording? Are you recording? Guys, just comment in the chat box now. Is everybody understanding this? If people aren't understanding it, just let me know. I can go a little bit slower, a little bit clearer. I just want to make sure, because when I first looked at this, I'm a numbers guy and I had to just understand it a few times. So everyone's getting it. Awesome. If anyone don't get it at any time, just comment in chat box and I'll look at it and then we'll go through it. Awesome. Got you. Everything. Awesome, guys. Reshare again then. Awesome. So this is the aim. Your business should be predictable. Now, a vast majority of the time, because you're gonna basically be conservative, you're gonna see that you need to enroll more people. Every time. And even if you've predicted the volume and you think your existing team are going to get you there, never rely on that. Bring in more people. I'll just say it as it is, guys. If you want to get to Sapphire, this is your first month in business, you want to get to Sapphire this month, over 50% of the volume that you're going to produce needs to be personal. So if you're going to do 15,000 in volume this month, understand that over 50% will need to be produced on your personal enrollments. So you need to go near executive director just on the people you personally bring in. That's the goal, right? And that's what Holton Bug says. And when me and Jody look back to when we did Sapphire, literally, 50, 60, 70% of the volume when we did it in that first couple of weeks, that was from me and Jody bringing in about 10 people personally, right? And then a bit of the volume came from a few legs growing, right? So understand, don't rely on your existing team to get you there. The best thing you can do if you've got a team right now, the best thing you can do for your existing team is let them see you get the rank, even if their volume were not to contribute. And then you're not relying, right? That's the best way to do it, guys. A second, there we go. Yep, give me a second, awesome. So we're going to break this down a little bit more next page. So we're going to do a live example right now. So Sapphire is your goal this month. Just say, for example, Sapphire is your goal this month. Now, this should be everyone's first goal. Why? Because the first leadership rank is classed as Sapphire. You're a builder. You're officially by the company classed as a leader when you get Sapphire. That's when you unlock more levels on the uni level. That's when you'll get paid on the leadership development bonus. So when you get Sapphire, you're going to see an increase in your commission check. So Sapphire is always the first goal, right? If you're setting a goal this month for executive director, set it for Sapphire. Set it for Sapphire, seriously, because you're going to see a lot more money coming in. It's only an extra 5 first-class spots throughout your team. And if you go quick, it's not too hard. So Sapphire's the goal this month. So let's break this down from today. So if you want to do 15,000 in volume this month, what we want to do is do this. We want to calculate it. So 15,000 in volume divided by 30 days that's left this month, including today. That's 500 qualifying volume a day. So 500 points in qualifying volume per day. When you break that down, that doesn't seem a lot, because what will happen is some people will look at Sapphire and think, shit, that's 15,000 in volume. Perhaps you've been in network marketing before, you've not got to that, or you're brand new to network marketing, you think, wow, 15 grand in sales, well, that's a lot. Eliminate that from your brain. If you've been in network marketing before, wipe all that memory, start fresh, right? 15,000 in volume. Don't see that as, oh my God, that's a lot. Program your mindset for 15,000 volume. That's easy. Seriously, brainwash yourself that that's easy. You can brainwash yourself that you're not good enough, or you can brainwash yourself that it's easy. Which one's going to serve you better? I'm not good enough. I can't do this. I'm shit. Somebody said no today. Fuck, I can't do it. I'm not good enough. I don't think I can do this. I've got a lot of limit beliefs. I don't think I can do it. Let's just set my goal for director, because that seems more doable for me. If you think like that, your business won't launch as fast as you want it. But if you think, you know what, Sapphire's easy. If you've got a notepad and you write down on a piece of paper, Sapphire's easy, Sapphire's easy, Sapphire's easy. I've got Sapphire this month. It's easy. You wake up and you look in the mirror. Sapphire's easy. I've got this. I've got this. I've got this. You're just gonna get in that state of mind every single day where you're gonna run for it. I'd rather brainwash myself if it's easy and I'm gonna do it than brainwash myself and I can never do it. Right? So we're gonna break it down. 500 qualifying volume a day, right? So that doesn't seem a lot now, does it? That doesn't seem a lot. That's one first class pack every other day, or a business class pack a day through your team. And remember, if you're brand new, a lot of it at the start's going to come on you, but that's where you launch fast and bring in a lot of people yourself. And then your team are going to start contributing towards the volume over time. So if 500 QV per day is the goal for you to get Sapphire this month, we're going to do this on best case scenario, right? If you expose 5 people, so you've heard the term 5 qualified prospects. So a qualified prospect is someone that's above 18 years old, that's got the money to get started. If you expose 5 good quality people, that will more than likely give you 1,000 QV. However, always deal in worst case. Always, like we did with the volume mapping, always deal in worst case. Because if you deal in best case and you set this expectation to do the minimum to get you there, it probably won't. Do the maximum, right? Always deal in worst case. So the worst case scenario, the numbers don't lie. This is proven by the big leaders in the company. For every 10 people you show the planter properly, it'll give you 1,000 QV. Worst case. Worst case. Now, This is not just sending 10 I decides. This is not just messaging people. So this is not just, 10 people I'm going to say hello to and say, do you want to join our boomerang? This is 10 people that have seen an I decide, that have been in an opportunity call, that have perhaps even been in a freeway call. It's 10 people that have had a few good quality exposures. You're going to get 1,000 QV from that, because more than likely, if you show that business to 10 people and it's good quality to 10 different people, you're going to get a couple join on business. You're going to get 4 join on coach. You're going to get 1 join on first. That's just what it is, right? That's just the numbers, right? So always deal in worst case. So in order to, to get 10 good exposures in with 10 good people, you're going to have to speak to double the amount of that. We know that. It's just, it's all a numbers game, right? So map out in worst case. If you need 500 qualifying volume per day to It's a Fire this month, it's 5 people per day having good quality exposures at worst case. Because if 10 people will give you 1,000 QV, we know that 5 people will give you 500 QV. But again, this is 5 people that have seen an I decide, had a freeway call, gotten an opportunity call on the verge of joining. Not just 5 people that you've invited. This is 5 good quality people. So that's the goal for everyone on this call. If you want to dose of fire this month, you want to have 5 good quality exposures with 5 different people daily, right? For this month. If you're brand new in the team, understand that's going to all come from you for this first 2 weeks. This first 2 weeks is going to be hard. It's going to be sickening because it's 5 good quality exposures a day. You know that you're going to have to speak to double the amount. You know you're going to have to speak to 10 people a day to get 5 good quality people looking at the plan and deciding, right? Now, some of you have obviously got a team, so you've not got as much time. So you're still bringing people in yourself, but a bit of time spent, helping other people, and your team's contributing towards that number as well, right? But what I'd say to everyone on this call right now is, even if you've got a team, here's what I do. I'd commit to doing that a day yourself anyway. Me and Joe have now, we launched back in October. We launched fast. We brought in a lot of people. We drove the legs. Last month, now what we're going to do is bring in a lot of new people again. And we're going to pretend this month like we haven't got a business. We're just going to relaunch and pretend we're starting all over again, right? That's the way. You launch, you drive the lines, you relaunch, you drive the lines, right? So you want to track it down. So again, if you want to do Sapphire this month, the aim is you want to be on 5,000 qualifying volume 10 days in. If you want to do Sapphire again this month, you want to be on 10,000 qualifying volume 20 days in, right? So it's all about mapping it out and keeping on track and find an accountability partner. Find someone in the team, even if they're not in your actual team and they're not in your pay line, and you might not be financially connected. However, if you've got 2 people that perhaps did similar last month and you're both going for the same goal this month, find out and be accountable to each other, because it works. Maybe report your numbers to each other at end at night. I had 5 people show the planter today. I've got 1 person on board. You know what? I've had a bit of a shitty day. I only exposed 2 people. No, what's happened? We've got to make up the numbers tomorrow and go get 8 people showing the plan tomorrow. Find an accountability partner to launch with, and that works really good. So this is what I want to say as well, guys. Work this first week as if it was the last day of the month, because here's what we saw last month. We saw a lot of people on the final 3-4 days, like, oh shit, I aim for this rank this month, and oh god, I'm a little bit too far off. Am I going to do it? Am I going to not? And what happens is, this first couple of weeks, you might not be. I've got all month. So what I'll do is I'll really work my ass off it last week. But then what happens is you're coming across needy because you're not on track. So you've got to make up a lot of volume in the last week. So it's almost as though you can beg for people to get on board to get your rank. And I'm not saying everyone does that. I'm not saying even anyone does that. It's just sometimes that can happen in industry. The best way to keep consistent, keep growing every single week, the best time, you want to launch fast. You want to try and get in front a little bit this week. You want to try and get in front a little bit this week. So if you know by the end of the first week, you want to be on X amount of volume to be on track to get that volume, try and get a little bit in front. Work this first week now as if it's the last few days of the month and you're so close to the fire. Every single person you speak to, right, we've got to get them online, create urgency. But listen, because it's the first week of the month, you're not as needy. You're not as needy. So even though you're approaching people the same way, you don't come across as needy because you psychologically know you've got more time anyway. But you've got posture. You've got posture. You've got energy. So there's a difference between saying to people, look, you know, I've got this business. You need to get on board. Please get on board. I need to get my rank off. Come on, get in now, get in now. You know, it comes across as needy. But if you're speaking to people like, look, we're working with the highest paid man in the entire profession. I'm offering you the opportunity to be a part of this movement. I'm going to go and create $1 million in income with or without you. Are you coming or not? That's posture. That's posture. That's not like, oh, please come and join me so I can help get my rank. It's posture. I'm going to do this with or without you. Are you coming or not? I'm working with the Cristiano Ronaldo of network marketing, and we're going to crush this. We're going to change our lives, our family's life, and all our team's life. Are you going to be one of them? Are you in or are you in? Posture, energy. Approach people like that this first week. You're going to surge forward. So we're nearly done now, guys. So we're going to launch fast in March, and we're going to open it up for a bit of a Q&A for 2 minutes. So create massive urgency after this call now and all day tomorrow in the time that you've got, because tomorrow night, 9 o'clock, we've got an opportunity presentation. It's going to be myself and Jody that are hosting the opportunity presentation tomorrow night. And we're going to get some key leaders in the team that are really producing to share their story on the Zoom as well. So it's going to be me and Jody doing the presentation tomorrow. We're going to have some key leaders in the team sharing their story throughout the presentation. So you've got a lot of different people. So there's a lot of different backgrounds, young, old. I'm not saying you're old. Young, old, male, female, different backgrounds, etc. We're going to get a lot of stories on tomorrow night's call as well. So it's not just going to be me and Jody presenting. We're going to have the stories. So tomorrow night is a perfect time to get every single person you've been speaking to. Go back through your ID side, follow up, new connections, get people on this call tomorrow. Look, we had last Tuesday when we presented, we had 54 people on. 54 people on. How can we double that tomorrow? Look, guys, there's 42 people on this presentation right now. 42 people, right? If each one of us commits right now to getting 2 guests on tomorrow night's call. 2 guests each, just 2 people. Just remember, you need 5 people every day if you want to go to fire. So imagine this. If we all get 2 people each on tomorrow night's live opportunity presentation at 9 p.m. with me and Jody, that's going to be 126 people. You think your guests getting on that call, seeing 100+ people on a presentation, do you think they're going to be excited and think, shit? When this Lucy told me that this thing's moving fast, wow, it actually is. Oh my God, she weren't lying. There's all these people on. Wow, I need to get in. They're telling me I need to get in. Wow, yeah, they're telling me I need to get in before I enroll all these other people because these people could be in their team. Yeah, they're right. Look at all these people on call. I'm going to sign it right now because some of these are going to be in my team. Right? So create massive urgency. And I promise you, if you guys get as many new people on tomorrow night's opportunity presentation, you're going to start the month strong. And by the end of this week, you're going to be in front of where you need to be to get your goal. So guys, I'm going to stop this recording there. Then if there's any questions,